Chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Oh, I hear, let's see.
Into my listening ears.
I was going to do the fourth verse. This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears all nature sings, and around us rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas. What's the last line, Wayne?
His hands the wonders wrought.
Very good for you. Thank you. Now we move on to a nice new word today.
Yes. The word is alpha particle.
Alpha particle. That's a positively charged particle, Wayne.
That's right. A positively charged particle given off by certain radioactive substances. It consists of 2 protons and 2 neutrons.
And Wayne, that's you. You are a positively charged particle, and every day you do so much to charge me up so I can pass it on to our friends. Thank you. Let's go for some jokes.
Okay, some jokes. Rope.
I know one that you told me, that this donut is so stale it could walk over and say hello to the coffee, but the coffee is too weak to answer.
They couldn't find any rope to hang him.
What did the man... I think you gave a... Okay, excuse me. What did the man say when they could not find a rope to hang him? No, noose is good noose.
Pockets. Left pocket, right pocket.
The teacher trying to teach addition said if you put your hand into your left pocket and you had $20 and you put your right hand into your right pocket and you had another $20, what would you have? And the boy said, somebody else's pants on.
Crutches.
Okay, number 4.
Mm-hmm. Crutches.
Oh, crutches?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you get along without those crutches? You've been on them for weeks. Well, my doctor says I can, but my lawyer says I can't.
Ad in newspaper.
Old maid put an ad in the newspaper, folks, for her husband, and she got 100 replies. And what did they say, Wayne?
They all said the same thing. You can have mine.
Thank you for that, dear.
You're welcome.
We appreciate the, what do we call it, the per cup?
What?
Yeah, the per cup. We appreciate
the per cup.
The daily per cup. This is my phone. What would you like Victoria to do? Look over the February-March programs and put them away in the archives. And make dubs of the Staten Island's ones because I think they are Grady Hearn 1, 2, 3, 4. And make dubs for Grady Hearn and maybe a third set of dubs. And then continue with SD card number 4, which I believe is in the camcorder right now. You're sitting inside the camcorder. And continue making 4 2-hour programs of that. And when all of the footage is off of the SD card number 2 that she has in Troy right now, put onto the programs the documentary that you like so well. The documentary of A Chat with Glendora that Victoria, by which Victoria received her master's degree in media arts, television, documentaries, specializing. And Grady, he doesn't have anything to do except send him another check for $100. How many will that be? 300, I think. And Victoria's about $400. And Reverend Gary, so kind to get up out of his warm bed and get dressed and feed his cat Fang and eat his breakfast and get into his car and drive all the way over here from Ghent, and just to help Glennie, just to share his eyesight. And I hope he calls Kim, Rensselaer County Social Services, and Kim will find some helper to come and read to Glendora and help with this office work. And I hope that Gary will call Social Security, Medicare, Parts A and B, the D, which is drugs, medicine, that part has arrived. These things I don't want to get into. Yes, I do want to get into. And Gary call Rensselaer County Veterans Association to see about the benefit, the survivor's benefit for Franklin, who was in World War II, from Pearl Harbor to D-Day to Victory in Europe Day. And call Dr. Bowen, who has consented to be Glendora's primary care physician, which I don't want, but that I have to have. We've written another check for $250 to Albany Med, and we will write him another letter today, Gary, that says, do I have to pay this bill? And the longer you wait, the worse it gets. Please respond. Send him $250, and that'll be a total of $650 that we've sent them out of the $1,750 that Medicaid Rensselaer County is not going to pay. They're going to pay $8,000. Thank you very much for that. And we sent $480 to Albany Med for some other bill that they sent in addition to the $10,500 one. In the hospital from noon to midnight. Coming home with the pain that I went there with, and coming home with no pain reliever that I asked for. Okay, we want to call Jenny Sawyer at the Mother Church Christian Science in Boston and thank her for her prayers. All day long, Google was malfunctioning, sounding as though she were sick. We are up to page 300 of the second volume, revised edition of the book entitled We Knew Mary Baker Eddy. A couple of hundred more pages, and that will finish that huge 1,500 page book. We Knew Mary Baker Eddy. This is Education. Education, E-D-D-Y-C-A-T-I-O-N. C-A-T-I-O-N. We read from the Encyclopedia Britannica yesterday, and we also read from Compton's Encyclopedia. This is our Universe God education. What is it about? Appreciating the grand creation of this universe, by this universe. Madeline bought another 4 bottles of Just Eggs, a liquid egg replacer. You pour it into the fry pan and cook it just the way you do an egg. It's vegan. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. This is my father. This is my father. Let me start over again. As I told you, I sing like a prisoner behind 8 bars looking for a key. This is my Father's world. He trusts us with its care. All rocks, all trees, all skies, all seas, all creatures everywhere. Ed Whitney has not sent in his proof of residency to Norwalk, Fairfield County, Connecticut, a very large public access operation. And it's delayed by 3 months. And that means you people down there are not getting the big message when all is said and done. The only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. A very lovely call from Groton, Connecticut, from Frank F. Both of their first names are Frank and their last names begin with F. But it was very nice, very kind, caring, helpful on running a Chat with Glendora in the Groton, New London area where the submarine base is. We wrote a check for Corrine for $50, and we wrote a check for $165 to finish up that overwhelming electric bill. National Grid, $530, is it? Anyway, this will finish it before the next one gets here. And it's because of the wall heater, not the mopboard heater, those are very nice, but the wall heater in the bathroom. It's very, very strong and very expensive. We express voluminous thanks to our Meals on Wheels private organization of vegan menu suppliers. The first one is Darlene on Monday, and she brings beautiful vegan meals Monday and Thursday. The second one is Patricia on Tuesday and Saturday, who brought us, they're called sliders. They're vegan chicken made by Gardein. And I think they used to be made by White Castle. And also their sliders called hamburgers are delicious. They're little tiny hamburgers with a very nice bun. Wednesday and Sunday is Sandy. And she did a pile of work last night. She did Think Folder 1, which Pat and I cleaned all up for her and made it much faster. And Sandy, we are all sending your mom and dad love, because that's what will make them whole. She took a emergency trip and gave up school teaching for one day yesterday, or Monday rather, to go help her mom and dad, who looked like they needed emergency care. But Sandy, the Spirit of love, will do the healing for them. Go down there and give them love. Love. Meditation is better than medication. What? Meditation is better than medication. And on Fridays, Thursday and Friday, it's a Reverend Gary who cooks delicious vegetarian meals from the very vegetable itself, the very fruit itself. Pineapple, squash, potato, broccoli. And he gives Glendora vegan ice cream for dessert. Vegan meat he puts in it also. And then you know the rest. Saturday is Patricia again, and Sunday is Sandy again. 7 days a week, all vegan meals. And Wayne has finished the to-do list. A page for Monday for Darlene, a page for Tuesday for Patricia. Each one has a to-do list, a holy agenda to contribute to God's operation of the universe. Mommy, are you sure this food is healthy? It tastes good.
What is the good word?
Yes.
Well, I've been out already this morning.
Oh, yes, good for you.
I thought it was for taxes from the bank, so I had...
Wayne's going to read us our beautiful Bible passage.
Let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Colossians 3:15.
I'd like to hear it again. May I impose upon you?
Certainly. And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Colossians 3:15.
Folks, you hear what I tell you about that one body? You hear that now? We are all one body.
Mm-hmm.
We are all one with God.
Well, in one song, we are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord.
We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. Mm-hmm. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we pray that the unity one day be restored, and they will know we are Christians. For why, Wayne? Why will they know we're Christians?
By our love.
Very, very nice.
And of course, that's the topic for this week.
Is love.
Yes.
And where is that the topic?
At the church.
How about in the Christian Science Quarterly Bible Study?
Yes, yes it is.
Do you have that number right in front of you? Probably not.
The number for the
Quarterly Bible Study.
Yeah, yes. Where did I put it? Yeah, I have it right here.
And also, folks, listen to the Christian Science Sentinel radio program. You can get these on your telephone, you know.
Yes.
Do you have the number?
Yes. The Bible lesson is 1602.
Hold it. 602.
222.
Hold it. 222.
6220.
22 what?
6220.
6220. The last four digits are 6220. And do you have the Sentinel?
Yes, the Sentinel radio is 1-602-200-7002.
It's the same area code and the same exchange, but a different last four?
No, it's 1-602-200-7002.
Oh. Oh, okay, thank you. And also, folks, there's a daily lift.
Yes, the daily lift is 1-617.
Hold it just a second, honey. Okay, folks, you have more paper? The daily lift.
Daily lift number is 1-617-450-3430.
Okay, we're going to do that slowly and in parts. The area code is 617. That would be Boston, the Mother Church.
And 450.
What'd you say?
That's 450.
450 is the exchange.
And then 3430.
3430. Thank you very much for that.
Welcome.
Now, would you be so kind as look up some jokes to cheer us up?
Jokes, yes.
I'll turn off the camcorder. Wayne, you're back on camera, honey. What is a good word for us to concentrate on today?
Alternate.
And what's that mean?
Succeeding each other, one and then the other.
Oh, okay. That doesn't necessarily limit the use to two, T-W-O, does it?
No, it could be more than two.
And what? Oh, thanks. An alternative. That limits it to two, right?
No, it says or loosely more than two things. It could be more than two. You could, if you have a person who's supposed to fulfill a certain job and it turns out that person can't do it, and you're going to have an alternative, and you might have a list of 2 or 3 or 4 people from which to choose.
Okay.
You're going to pick an alternative, but it could be a choice of more than 2.
Well, I think I'm going to disagree with that. I'm sorry. I think alternative means exactly what it comes from Latin. Alter means the other. It means a choice between two. So we'll see. I'm probably wrong. Now, do you have some jokes that'll be more funny than that?
Yes. The boss is mean but fair.
He's mean to everybody. The boss is mean, but he's fair. He's mean to everybody.
Yes. Toy so complicated.
The mother says to the salesman, "Isn't this toy too complicated for a child?" No. This toy is made to give a child an adjustment to today's world. No matter how the child puts a toy back together again, it is wrong.
Library card.
A library card. The new patron says, "I can take out any book with this card?" Yes. "I can take out any CD with this card?" Yes. "I can take out any DVD with this card?" Yes. "I can take out any librarian with this card?" No. The librarians are for reference use only.
Who's who in
Do you know?
America?
Do you know anybody, Wayne, who's who in America?
Not personally.
Do you know anybody who's through in America?
I've known a few of those.
Yeah. Now, I think there's one more joke.
Yes, new aftershave.
Oh, the new aftershave lotion for husbands over 65. It's called Old Spouse. Wayne, who is the lady who writes about birds in the Berkshire Eagle?
Well, her name is Clellie Lynch, and she described going to Nassau, New York, where they saw a beautiful bald eagle, and then they traveled to...
Oh, hold it. Folks, that eagle lives here. And I've seen him go over our yard two or three times, or people told me they have seen him go over our yard 2 or 3 times. And that's over a period of 4 or 5 years. That's very interesting, Wayne. And then she went where and saw a whole bunch of them?
Yes, they went to the Hudson River, and they went to Castleton, and they went to Skodak Landing, and they saw several eagles. On that particular day, she said, add 6 more for a day total of 22 eagles.
Wow. And who is this little birdie on my clock?
I'm not sure what that bird is.
Cute. Well, anyway, I think that's very interesting thing you told us.
Oh, well,
So we have the Berkshire eagle and we have the bald eagle, the Nassau eagle.
Yes.
The Berkshire eagle's a newspaper, yeah.
Yes.
Now, would you mind reading me your proposal about Glendora and the museum and American International College?
Yes, I had suggested to you that it might be beneficial if you were to take the contents of the museum, all of your archives, and donate them to American International College, of which you're an alumna, a distinguished alumna. And this is the letter which you've written to the president of the college, Dr. Vincent Maniaci. And you said, Dear Vince, my husband, a reporter for 10 years for the Springfield newspapers, and I have a property called the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the pro se public access TV newspaper record. This is a collection of more than 5,000 videos, 5,000 audio tapes, and 20,000 newspaper articles. Add to this tens of thousands of pages of legal papers of Glendora's crusade for 20 years, defending public access TV as a law against its usurpation by cable TV companies. This heroism stretched all the way from the municipal courts to the United States Supreme Court. The victory was the New York Supreme Court plaintiff, and this is a quote, plaintiff has a statutory right to be on TV and must be returned to TV, end of quote. Glendora and her friends ask you if American International College would like to be the official depository of this all-American endeavor. We would appreciate one of your spirited discussions concerning this hope. It was the first day of classes, and the professor swaggered into the classroom saying, if there are any dumbbells in this room, I want you to stand up immediately. A long time passed. Finally, a lone freshman stood up in the last row. Are you a dumbbell? The professor roared. No, sir, but I felt sorry for you standing up there all by yourself. Here is a truth, Glendora Vesta Folsom Buell.
Wow, thank you very much. What do you think about that, folks? You think that's a good idea? Wayne, thank you for going to all of the time and effort to read that to us.
Oh, you're very welcome.